tanga de ya cha go gyumji de tanga zo pheba hari ke be puji omu suta chi me na zo le ya lenge chi yore sam ki do an ngarang zo yem ba ne chi mi re re ngong ne ani chi lenge di yo sa ani ngarang ba ne de le ya nyam do ju shi chi ga le le be yi last to chena be ke lo
da sumju tu des na chi da nang zo chopsi ki lengui re wa ani sumju tu des se kura manso se shungi gudin de mem che manso ge ran sing ge so long ba la so long be dang mi tin ju che de la ngo go che tu ju che wa sina di dan dang zo bel cha sina dan do yang zo ge tab ju di juk ji yo ma rang zo rang tho yo ma re che sa lo tak bar chi sunju tu ne 마 대수선에 미도 송지제데 진의 수수 계급다 미리디 미릭치도다 바오보 망부시면지 대중친요래 아니 대저 탑지되게 단도네 균투네 내도 여러와 세상 안조다 미롭지마츠 디긴네주 하고야당 되게 모투네다 균지지에서는 메도디 모투네 탑지도 조고야디 계층문이 봐 손상 숨지들인데 또 손지시고요레스 디 계층문 차도요레스
For me, it is a tragic history that we remember every time because in 1959, Tibetan from all three provinces has gathered at Nupulinga to protect His Holiness Dalai Lama, to protect our sovereignty and independence, and unfortunately it was suppressed through violence by the Chinese Communist Party, and I was not there. Maybe I was there in my previous life, but I was not there. But every year we mark this day and we commemorate this day, and it is a reminder that Tibet was once an occupied country. Tibet was once a free country, and I want to retain that free country every time. And this day is also a remembrance for me, and it reminds me every day that Tibet was once an independent country, and I want to go back to the free Tibet.
When I first participated in 10th of March events, I was perhaps 8, 9 years old. I was in TCB school. I was a little kid. I didn't know much. What I understood at the time was something terribly bad had happened to our people, and we must stand up and fight for our own rights. I also understood there can be supporters, but ultimately we have to take our responsibility ourselves. This is what is now continuing. I'm now 50. We are the second generation. The third generation who are in school and college, they are now following what we are doing. But in 66 years, I have seen that in this long process of freedom struggle, we have not only survived, we are now much more hopeful. We are resorting not only to protest, we are resorting to using arts, academia, business. Our population are half of the exiled population are in Europe and America, and as citizens of those countries, we are able to take the rights and lead, lobby, and campaign for Tibet in those countries. And we have seen last year, because of our Tibetan people's effort, United States changed its policy on Tibet and said in history Tibet was free and independent country, and the Tibetan people have right to self-determination. We had to achieve this much. In 1950, 1951, when we were losing the independence of Tibet, we had no supporters. Our people were not able to reach the United Nations. Today, United Nations Human Rights Commissioner recently made a statement, and they criticized China by saying that there is human rights violations happening in Tibet. Tibetan people's language and culture are important, and it must be respected. So we have come to this level. Yet we are not done. Why now? We need to see China is in a very difficult situation. China's economy is collapsing. China is desperate. Xi Jinping's power struggle. There are a lot of people who want Xi Jinping's power. And China is now facing isolation. China is facing boycott by international communities. All of them, including India, is saying we want to make our industry in our own country and not depend on China. For a longest period of time, China not only occupied and oppressed our people and killed our people, China took advantage of this and mined from Tibet natural resources, made economic products in China, and then sold it to all the Western countries. Those Western countries, they have been in complicit with China and maintaining this occupation of Tibet. Now even that is changing. Many of the Western countries today are saying they no longer want to be dependent on China's trade and supplies. So therefore, it is now a time for all of us, especially the Tibetan youngsters and our supporters, that this is a time of hope. This is a time of opportunity. There are political opportunity for us to campaign and lobby with all the heads of different countries, to lobby with them and say the issue of Tibet is relevant to their own independence of their economic products, their human rights violations that are happening in different countries. Now it's time for us that we will soon see independence of Tibet and major change in China. And therefore, I'm much more hopeful on 66th anniversary of the Tibetan National Uprising Day. I'm saying that soon we will take His Holiness the Dalai Lama back to Tibet, and that will be the independence of Tibet.